garnished with blood. The market of Azukwu never slept. Smoke from roasting corn, the chatter of hawkers, and the iron clang of knives striking wooden boards filled the night. But deeper inside, where the lanterns flickered low and the gutters stank of rot, there stood a restaurant no one ever truly remembered walking into. Its name, written in peeling red paint, was Mama Koi Koi's Chop House. Nobody remembered when it was built. Nobody remembered when it opened. But those who entered swore that her food tasted like heaven itself. Men licked their fingers until they bled. Women returned night after night, their eyes glassy with craving. Even the wealthy left their lavish dining halls to squat on the creaking stools inside Mama Koi Koi's. But there was one thing everyone whispered. Her meals were garnished with blood. Nkechi had heard the rumors all her life. She was 24 now, a graduate without a job, helping her mother sell peppers and spices in the same market. Each night she watched streams of customers disappear into Mama Koi Koi's restaurant. They came out dazed, clutching their stomachs with both satisfaction and fear. Some looked fatter, others thinner. A few never returned at all. Her mother always warned her, "Keep your eyes away from that place. Mama Koi Koi is not feeding them food, she's feeding them pieces of their own souls." But hunger is louder than warning. Nkechi's mother fell sick, and her medicine cost more than the day's profit. Nkechi's stomach rumbled as she counted the last crumpled notes in her wrapper. The scent drifting from Mama Koi Koi's door that night, pepper stew, fried goat meat, fresh herbs, pulled her like a hook in her ribs. Against her better judgment, she pushed open the door. The restaurant was dim, lit by oil lamps that smoked as if choking on their own breath. The floor creaked. The tables were crowded, yet no one spoke. Customers ate in silence, faces bent over their bowls. The only sound was chewing, slurping, bones cracking in teeth. Behind the counter stood Mama Koi Koi herself. She was taller than any woman Nkechi had seen, her back bent like a crooked tree. Her wrapper was blood red, her eyes hidden beneath a shadowed geli. She smiled without teeth, yet her lips seemed wet. "Welcome, my daughter," Mama Koi Koi said. Her voice dragged like a broom across stone. "First time, eh? Don't worry. Tonight, you will eat well." Nkechi's legs trembled as she took a seat. A bowl arrived without her ordering. The stew shimmered dark, thick with spices she had never smelled before. Inside it lay chunks of meat that glistened like jewels. She hesitated. Around her, every diner's spoon moved with frantic urgency, like slaves feeding a master within them. Mama Koi Koi watched. "Taste it. Just one bite. You will never forget." Nkechi lifted her spoon. The first mouthful was fire and honey. The second was lightning and silk. Her eyes watered, her skin tingled, her chest shivered. Hunger she never knew she had clawed out from her belly. She devoured spoon after spoon until the bowl was empty. When she raised her head, the other customers were staring at her. Their eyes were too wide, too pale. Some had streaks of stew dripping from their chins like blood. "Good," Mama Koi Koi crooned. "Now you belong here." That night, Nkechi dreamed of knives. They chopped and sliced, but never food. They cut through flesh, bone, faces she almost recognized. She woke with a scream to find her hands slick with something warm. It was only sweat, or so she told herself. The next evening, she returned. She told herself it was curiosity, or perhaps her hunger, but deep inside she knew, she could not stop. Again the bowl came. This time the meat was darker, richer, the flavor almost metallic. When she swallowed, her gums tingled, her tongue felt heavier. Mama Koi Koi's grin widened. Day after day she returned, each meal binding her deeper. She noticed strange changes. Her skin looked pale under the moon, her nails sharper. At night, she heard whispers in her ears, "Bring us more. Bring us more." Then one night, as she scraped the last of the stew from her bowl, her spoon struck something hard. She pulled it out. It was a fingernail. Human. Her stomach twisted. She ran outside, vomiting into the gutter. But her tongue still longed for the taste. Determined to uncover the truth, Nkechi followed Mama Koi Koi after midnight. The woman left her shop carrying a calabash covered with white cloth. She walked through alleys until she reached the old slaughterhouse at the edge of town. Nkechi crept closer. Inside, the floor was smeared with blood that never dried. Chains hung from hooks, clinking in the wind. Mama Koi Koi placed the calabash in the center and began to chant. Her voice rose and fell like thunder hidden in fog. Shadows gathered. From them emerged figures, half human, half smoke, their mouths gaping with hunger. One by one, Mama Koi Koi fed them from the calabash. Flesh, bone, dripping organs. They chewed, and their whispers shook the walls. Nkechi gasped. The shadows turned. Though they had no eyes, she felt them see her. Mama Koi Koi's voice cut the air. "Come out, daughter. You should not spy on the hand that feeds you." Nkechi fled, heart pounding. Behind her, the whispers followed, "Bring us more. Or we will eat you." For days she avoided the restaurant. But her body betrayed her. Her belly cramped, her lips cracked, her veins burned as if fire lived inside them. No yam, no rice, no ordinary stew satisfied her. Only Mama Koi Koi's cursed meals. At last, she returned, trembling. Mama Koi Koi was waiting, smiling. "Ah, my daughter. The hunger has caught you. Do not resist. Every customer here once tried. None succeeded." Nkechi's eyes swept the room. For the first time she noticed how gaunt some diners looked, as if drained of life. Others seemed swollen, their eyes glassy. A man's hand twitched uncontrollably as he shoveled food into his mouth. A woman's neck bore a fresh bandage. What are you feeding us?" Nkechi whispered. Mama Koi Koi leaned close. Her breath smelled of iron. What the earth gives, what the spirits demand. Human flesh, garnished with blood. The blood binds you to me, and through you, to them. She gestured toward the shadows lurking in the corners of the restaurant. Nkechi realized they had always been there, invisible until now. Nkechi staggered back. "You're a monster." Mama Koi Koi chuckled. "No, my daughter. I am only the cook. The real monsters are your own cravings." That night, Nkechi resolved to burn the restaurant down. She doused her lantern with kerosene, heart racing, and slipped through the market shadows. But when she reached the door, she froze. The smell of stew wafted out, thick and sweet. Her knees buckled. She staggered inside and found a bowl already waiting for her, steam curling like a beckoning hand. Her fingers shook. She told herself she would only taste once more, to gain strength for the fire. She lifted the spoon. And paused. Inside the bowl was not goat, not beef. It was her mother's scarf, torn and soaked in red. Nkechi screamed. Mama Koi Koi appeared behind her. "Yes, my daughter. She was sick, was she not? But now, she is part of you forever. Eat, and she lives in you." Nkechi dropped the spoon. Rage overcame hunger. With trembling hands, she threw the kerosene onto the counter and struck a match. Flames leapt. The customers shrieked, but instead of fleeing, they clawed at the fire, trying to scoop it into their mouths. Shadows howled, writhing like snakes in smoke. Mama Koi Koi's smile never faded as the flames climbed her wrapper. You think fire can end hunger? No, daughter. Hunger never dies. It only changes hands. The roof collapsed. Screams filled the market. Days later, when the ashes cooled, the townspeople found no bodies. No Mama Koi Koi. No customers. No Nkechi. But at night, when the wind carried the scent of pepper stew, they swore they could still hear her voice, whispering from the ruins. Eat, my children. Eat. For every dish will be garnished with blood.